Hello and welcome to TVP World. My name is Diana Skaya and you're watching Military Mind. Overnight, Russian forces attacked Ukraine with 155 strike drones. Ukraine's Air Force reported that 18 drones hit targets across 8 different locations. In Dnipro, 2 residents were wounded in overnight Russian strikes. In another city in the region, Kryvyi Rih, fires broke out and infrastructure was damaged. The governor of the Odessa region also reported a Russian attack on a vessel in the Black Sea. Now, according to the official, the incident occurred on the evening of March 4. A Russian drone struck a civilian cargo ship sailing under the flag of Panama that was leaving the port of Chernomorsk, one of the 3 largest ports in the region. Several crew members were wounded and taken to the hospital. Meanwhile, in Russia, Ukrainian drones targeted the Saratov region. According to the regional governor, 3 people were wounded and several civilian facilities were damaged, although the exact sites were not specified. Ukrainian sources claim the drones targeted a local oil refinery. On the front line, Ukrainian counterattacks north of Huliapol are gradually losing momentum. Ukrainian forces have slowed their advance but have already secured key positions that previously allowed Russian troops to attempt flanking attacks from the west. Now, further developments will depend on whether Ukrainian forces can move closer from the east and encircle the settlement. And now turning to the Middle East. A representative of the coalition of political forces of Iranian Kurdistan, which is based in Iraq, reported that Kurdish armed formations have launched a military operation inside Iran. According to media reports, ground combat began around midnight. Kurdish representatives said that Iranian authorities evacuated the border city of Maritime on March 3 and began forming defensive lines in the area. Units of the PJAK have reportedly taken positions in western Iran where thousands of fighters have been deployed. At the same time, the Israeli Defense Forces carried out a strike on a military complex in Tehran, believed to house the headquarters for several Iranian security institutions. According to Israeli officials, command centers belonging to 7 different agencies were hit, including the headquarters of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. No casualty figures were released. According to the Financial Times, citing current and former Israeli officials, Israel is preparing for several weeks of coordinated military operations with the United States aimed at dismantling the core pillars of the Iranian regime. Meanwhile, an Iranian drone reportedly crashed near Nakhichevan International Airport in Azerbaijan. The incident was reported by Reuters, citing a source close to the Azerbaijani government. The Azerbaijani news agency APA also published footage showing smoke rising from the airport area and reported that several other drones had crashed in nearby locations. Reportedly, 2 civilians were wounded in the Iranian drone attack on Nakhichevan. Iranian authorities also confirmed that their frigate, the Iris Dena, had been sunk. A day earlier, a U.S. submarine reportedly struck the vessel off the southern coast of Sri Lanka in international waters. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said that an American submarine sank an Iranian warship that believed it was safe in international waters. According to Sri Lankan authorities, 87 people were killed in the attack, 32 were rescued, and another 60 remain missing. On the front lines, precision is increasingly playing a more important role than sheer numbers. Now, this next clip coming up shows the entire cycle of modern warfare, from reconnaissance to confirmed destruction of targets. Ukrainian operators of unmanned systems detected Russian activity and promptly transmitted coordinates for targeting. As a result of a coordinated effort, several important Russian targets were destroyed at once: 3 logistics vehicles, a shelter with personnel, a communications antenna, and an enemy drone that was attempting to surveil Ukrainian positions. Footage has appeared online showing the moment a Russian military vehicle is hit by a Ukrainian FPV drone in the Donetsk region. Now, the video was filmed by a Russian soldier, allowing viewers to see the events literally seconds before the strike. The recording shows the car moving along a dirt road, the crew's characteristic tension, and their attempts to orient themselves after the drone appears. The FPV drone rapidly closes the distance, making its final approach to the target. There's practically no room for evasive maneuvers. The strike is almost instantaneous. Let's take a look.
Это чья? Исай! Исай!
Now, during the latest phase of the United States military operation against Tehran, American destroyers launched a massive barrage of BGM-109 Tomahawk cruise missiles at specific targets in Iran. Footage of the launches was posted online. The BGM-109 Tomahawk remains one of the key systems in the U.S. Navy's high-precision strike arsenal. Its range exceeds 1,000 kilometers, and its guidance system combines satellite navigation, inertial sensors, and digital terrain maps, allowing it to hit targets with high accuracy even in difficult air defense conditions. An unusual incident was recorded in Iraq. A local resident took possession of a virtually undamaged American low-cost uncrewed combat attack system, also known as Lucas, which made an emergency landing or crashed after completing a combat mission. Now, footage from this scene quickly spread online, attracting considerable interest from military analysts. In appearance, the aircraft almost completely replicates the aerodynamic design of Iranian Shahed-type suicide drones, a delta wing, simple fuselage, and prop engine in the tail section. In fact, the Lucas is the American response to the concept of cheap, long-range loitering munitions adapted to NATO standards and modern guidance systems.
يلا تعال تعال شيل هنا تعال شيل هنا شيل بالله شيل بالله
And we close out the episode with archival footage of an ambush on a Rosgvardia Ural 4320 truck filmed from the first-person perspective by one of the attackers. According to available information, the picture ambush took place in October 2024 near Grozny. The video shows the preparations for the attack, the selection of positions, and the sudden opening of fire on the convoy. The strike was delivered from close range, effectively depriving the crew of the opportunity to react quickly and leave the area of impact. And that's all for this episode of Military Mind here on TVP World. I'm Diana Skaya. Thanks for watching.